say SpiritBomb versus TREMERZ on the map GSL Crossfire. It's going to be a TvP, and I don't know. I think SpiritBomb is, I forget his rank. I think TREMERZ is either unranked. I don't remember. There's the GLGG. Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging? First of all, let's turn that off. Looks like it did better. Alright, cool. So yeah, it's going to be a TvP on the map GSL Crossfire. For those of you who do not know what Crossfire is it's a very thin map. It's mainly a top versus bottom map. It's somewhat small. Usually the most average you can get on the average bases you can get in a game like this would be like 2 to 3, because usually the games just end quickly after that. It'd be very exciting to see a longer game where there's maybe 4 bases. But yeah, there are a maximum of 10 bases. Basically 10 mineral or natural, resources, expansions area, whatever you want to call it, on this map. So it's considered a small to medium map compared to like Shakura's Plateau and other places. So, but yep, basically that's going to be this game. So we see SpiritBomb is in fact going to be moving out to do his scouting, and we see actually TREMERZ put his pylon down here. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing an expansion. Okay, interesting. And SpiritBomb is definitely going to be able to see this. So right now, SpiritBomb's probably wondering what he should do. Something probably he wants to do is go aggressive, because he has to assume his opponent's going for an expansion after this. It'd be very smart to do something like a 2 racks expand, or even a 3 racks all in, or even a 1-1-1. He's got so many options. But the Protoss player, if he can hold off any of the Terran players' aggression, then he'll be in a significantly economic, he'll be a lot stronger than his Terran player. But it looks like we're not going to be seeing any. Okay, we do have the gas, and we are waiting for the mineral count to reach 400, so he can expand, and he's going to go ahead and expand at just right about now sometime. There it is. And we're going to be seeing a tech lab being put on the Terran player's barracks here, as well as just the tech lab. We're probably going to be seeing some marauder play, maybe even a stim timing push. Whoops. What am I doing? Okay. So yep, that's pretty much it. So yeah, the Protoss player TREMERZ did go ahead and go for the early expansion. So I'm very, very interested in seeing how he's going to be able to defend this against the Terran player's aggression. If the Terran player does play aggressively, he does have another Marauder queued up here. I want to see another barracks though, rather than another Marauder. He'll be able to produce more, obviously. But right now, he's going to go ahead and scout and see what's going on. He already knows about the expansion. He's kind of giving TREMERZ something to play with here, just this random SCV, and he's going to be retreating. We see the Cybernetics Core finally being laid down. So right now, TREMERZ in a pretty good position for the time. Until he gets Nexus completely finished off here, he'll probably do a worker transfer. But it looks like we are going to be seeing the 1 racks expand. So pretty good move by SpiritBomb. He's not playing super aggressively. He is going to try and economically catch up to his Protoss opponent here. It's very risky though, because right now if he decides to take this path, the Protoss player is going to be in a little bit of a higher situation economically, and he'll probably have a little bit more of an army than SpiritBomb here. But very interested to see what's going to be going on here. We're going to be seeing Combat Shield being researched before Stim. We already have concussive shells. Yep. So yeah, SpiritBomb playing very defensively right now. He's not going to attack. I think he probably should have, but right now TREMERZ is in a significant economic lead right now. So this is actually going to be a pretty interesting game right here. Both players kind of macroing up, just chilling right now. SpiritBomb kind of needs to see what's going on though in the Protoss player's base. He needs to see what's going on with the army count. He needs to be seeing what kind of buildings he has. We do see 2 more racks being built here for our Terran player. So it looks like we're probably going to be seeing basically Marine bio-heavy army here. Maybe even do some drops. Drops are very, very popular in this game because you can always drop back here. Cause the Protoss army basically send his army back here and have a small group of units over here to kind of do some sniping That's always the fun thing to do as a Terran player against Protoss is being very mobile, especially with Stim. You can be able to kind of snipe out as much as you can and get out. The only thing that I disagree with here is that TREMERZ was he's building everything out here, and it's going to be very easy to snipe out if he ever has to go back into his base. So I think from now on he needs to kind of just stick with building things inside his base, because these buildings eventually might not be in the best position, because the Terran player is going to have a pretty big army, and he will be able to snipe out these buildings. So, but anyway, back to commentating right here. We are going to be seeing an observer being is almost complete, and he's going to be able to go ahead and scout out the Terran player. Go to the units tab here. Terran player is caught up with the worker count. He does have some more mules, or he does have mules. So right now, economically, the Terran player is somewhat caught up to the Protoss player. Protoss player, I think, is still in a little bit more of a lead here, considering he did get the expansion down earlier. But right now, it looks like the Protoss player might eventually lose his economic control. Terran player really macroing up, catching up to everything. We are going to be seeing a reactor on the factory as well as a starport. So we're definitely going to be seeing some Marine Marauder medevac play. I would love to see some drops. Multitasking would be awesome. Oh, another cybernetics core here. Very interesting. I think he kind of has to. I think he kind of understands that the cybernetics core is kind of vulnerable to anything. So, kind of good idea at the same time. But right now he's not being threatened by the Terran players. So I don't know if the cybernetics core was a great idea. But anyway, he's going to go ahead and get some warp gate. Warp gate research is now complete. Let's see, it does have the Robo Bay. We see Robo Bay is now being laid down, as well as some more pylons. He doesn't want to get supply blocked, which he's almost near getting supply blocked. We see more barracks being laid down for the Terran player. Terran player's playing very well economically, and he's basically getting out his army. So, so far, it's a very interesting game. Both players know exactly what they're doing. Good scan here from the Terran player. He's going to see what's going on. He does see the Robo Bay as well as the 4-gate. I don't know if he sees the Robo Bay though. I'm sorry. I don't think he sees the Robo Bay. Could be a game changer, because Colossi are very, very popular, especially against Bio. And we can tell our Terran player is definitely going Bio. But right now would be a perfect time to do some drops with these two dropships. I don't think we're going to be seeing that much, but we're going to be seeing some double forge play here, as well as another gateway being laid down. SpiritBomb is in the food count. He's definitely in the lead. I think TREMERZ needs to kind of get some more workers out, maybe. Just kind of catch up to the Terran player, because I think the Terran player kind of surpassed him here a little bit. But right now, the Terran player is moving in on TREMERZ, and I think TREMERZ is well aware of it, because he does have the Zealot here, and it looks like we're going to be seeing that Zealot's going to go down. TREMERZ is very much aware as to where the Terran player is. I think TREMERZ is going to go engage? No. I don't think it'd be a good idea, but it looks like that SpiritBomb has some Vikings, so I think he went ahead and scouted the Robo Bay, so he's going to go ahead and get out some Vikings, which is smart. I would like to see some more medevacs, though, especially when the Terran player is going to be stimming. But it looks like the Terran player is going to be kind of just chilling down there. The Protoss player is kind of caught way off guard. If the Terran player can scout that, then that means he'll probably move in, stim in, and do as much damage as he can, because right now he's in a good position. But it looks like the Terran player is going to go ahead and engage. He might stim right here. He just got some of these warp gates, and the Protoss player is kind of caught off guard. Stim needs to be used, and nope, looks like it's not going to be used. Good move by SpiritBomb here. He's just going to kind of snipe out one of those buildings and get out of there. He does have another whole army over here. I honestly think SpiritBomb needs to kind of... He just now scanned the army, so he might do some aggressive play here. However, we do have the double forge upgrades being researched over here from our Protoss players, so unless the Terran player gets some upgrades going, he might be in some trouble. I don't see any engineering base. This is going to be I don't know, this might be a close game or not, but it looks like the Terran player just might be ahead, because of the Zealot count in the Protoss army is very, very low, and Zealots are usually the ones that you want to have against the Bio army, especially when you have sentries. But right now, the Protoss player is caught completely off guard. Terran player is just going to stem in here and kill as much as he can. Protoss player is just chilling here. He looks like he's going to have to just... what's he doing? It looks like he's going back to his base. Wow, this is actually a very, very interesting right here. It looks like Terran player is definitely in a huge lead right now. He definitely needs to snipe out these Colossi. It looks like he's kind of splitting up his army here. He needs to combine his army, stem up. There goes some good force fields. Terran player needs to move into the Protoss player's base, but right now it looks like we're going to be seeing the Protoss player's army just kind of getting desecrated here. Protoss player just might lose this game now, and the Terran player is, in fact, definitely ahead right now. He just killed the entire Protoss army, and it looks like he's moving back? What is the Terran player doing? No! He's moving back. Oh, man. I don't know why. He could have ended the game there, but it looks like he might just be regrouping with some more units. But very, very good move by the Terran player. Was able to catch the Protoss player completely off guard. Not to mention split his army in half by separating those Colossi. However, the upgrades for the Protoss player did finish researching here, but the fact that he lost his expansion down here really, really, really kind of hurt the Protoss player, and the Terran player is just in a huge lead. He's expanding. He's finally getting the engineering base down. I like the fact that the Terran player is basically progressing after that huge attack, because usually what you want to do is you definitely want to keep getting more ahead and keep playing as if the game was still tied up. But right now the Terran player knows he's in a huge, huge lead later out. I think he kind of needs to just seal the deal before this Protoss player gets a little more aggressive here with these Stalkers and Colossi. However, I just don't think it's going to be quite enough, because the Terran player is just completely... He has control of the entire map. It looks like he's just going to move in now. The cancel is on the Nexus, I think. And it looks like... Are we going to be seeing a stem? No. He's got a sentry. We're going to be seeing some drops soon. This is going to be interesting. Terran player needs to stem his army up there now. Have the drops going in. There it is. And... Oh, man. I think... There's the stem. Alright, there's the GG from the Protoss player. Very good play by the Terran player. That was quite interesting, so...